Hi everybody and welcome back to the Upside Down. On this segment of my excitement for, I'm not only going to be talking about my most anticipated movie of March, but one of my most anticipated movies of the whole year, and that is The Batman. When the Riddler, a sadistic serial killer, begins murdering key political figures in Gotham, Batman is forced to investigate the city's hidden corruption and question his family's involvement. This movie is directed by Matt Reeves and written by Matt Reeves and Peter Craig. It's based off the character Batman, created by Bob Kane and Bill Finger. This film stars Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz, Paul Dano, Colin Farrell, Jeffrey Wright, Peter Sarsgaard, and Andy Serkis. So like a lot of people, I grew up with this character. Batman is a hugely popular and beloved character throughout a lot of decades now. It's a character that almost transcends comic book movies and comic books, because I think that Batman and Spider-Man, I would say, are the two superheroes that I think even more people love, you know, than just avid comic book readers or comic book movie fans. I think that these are the two superheroes that more people are going to check out. And the Batman logo is such a recognizable logo. It's one of the most recognizable logos in the world, I believe. Just all that build up, all that nostalgia throughout all these decades. For me at least, and I know a lot of people, it's a built-in anticipation for an upcoming Batman project. The DCU has been hit and miss, even though I love Ben Affleck as Batman, but this one looks like it's going to be an actual very well-made movie. Matt Reeves is a very competent filmmaker. This cast is really good. This movie looks like it's going to be a really good movie. If it played its cards right, I think that it could win a lot of awards come award season, because comic book movies don't really get noticed all that much for the big awards. There are exceptions, you know, like The Dark Knight, and I think that this could be one of those exceptions that really just rises above being a comic book movie. I do think that it's going to be an amazing movie. I could see it being in my top 10 of the year. I hope it's in my top 10 of the year. I could see it being one of the best comic book movies ever made. The trailers, I think, have been pretty good. They tell you enough without telling you too much about what this movie's about. It kind of gives a mystery to it. And it almost is like the trailers are trying to not give much away, because the Riddler is very mysterious. And they obviously want you going into this movie knowing as little about this character, the Riddler, this iteration of it, as you can. I'm very glad that I think it seems like they're going the detective route, because he is such a great detective. And I'm hoping that Robert Pattinson brings it for this character. And I think he is. I think that it looks very good. So let me get with the cast. Robert Pattinson gets a lot of flack because of the Twilight saga. Him, Kristen Stewart, and then for the 50 Shades saga, Dakota Johnson and Jamie Dornan get a lot of flack for being in those franchises, and they don't deserve it. I think all four of these actors are very talented people. So obviously I think that Robert Pattinson is going to bring it. Good Time was a really good movie for me. I love The Devil All the Time. I liked Tenet. I liked The Lighthouse. I have not seen High Life, but I want to. And I even liked him as Cedric Diggory, you know, in Harry Potter 4. So I do think that he has a lot of potential here, and I really hope that he brings it for this character. And I think that he will. They haven't shown as much of him in the trailers, you know, him just acting. That was kind of good, and I think that he will impress us. Zoe Kravitz, I'm a fan of. She looks great as Catwoman. She seems almost like the perfect Selena Kyle to me, just from the trailers, just from the very first trailer. At that one DC fandom, she just seemed like she was gonna be a great Selena Kyle, and I'm really looking forward to seeing her interpretation of this character. And of course you have Jeffrey Wright, who I love. I think he's going to be really good as Commissioner Gordon. Paul Dano, ooh, he looks like he's putting on an amazing performance, you know, as the Riddler. And I cannot wait to see this creepy, sadistic character. Colin Farrell looks unrecognizable as the Penguin, and I cannot wait to see this iteration of that character. Coming back to the awards talk, I think that makeup could be one of them, in prosthetics and whatever, because he just looks unrecognizable as this character. So there's all these characters. Yes, we've seen a lot of these villains before. We've seen these characters before in other adaptations of the Batman, but these seem different enough, and that's what's really intriguing me here. So that's the cast. I'm really looking forward to it for the cast. That's not all. It's just, like I said, the character. The start of my channel was Batman. It was the Dark Knight trilogy. It was Batman 1989 and Batman Returns. And I really like these movies, and I hadn't seen the Tim Burton movies since I was a kid, and it was really nice revisiting them a couple years ago almost. And the Dark Knight trilogy I revisit every once in a while as well. I'm a fan of it. I don't love it as much as everyone else does, but I do think it's a great trilogy. I do want to watch Batman Forever and Batman and Robin again, just to kind of have fun maybe, or see how really bad they are. I haven't seen them since I was a kid. I barely remember them. Growing up, I also watched Batman Beyond, Scooby-Doo and Batman. I watched the Batman the Animated Series. Some of my favorite things in the trailers, I love the scene when he's walking down the dark hallway or whatever, and when the guns shoot off, that's when you kind of see him and he's fighting all these bad guys. I really like the fight choreography that's shown in these trailers. I think it just looks like a good mystery, and I think it looks like a great Batman movie. So now let's get to some of the promotion. This one, it's the red and the rain, it kind of looks like, and you kind of just see the bat symbol. He's kind of like a silhouette, and you see the red kind of bat symbol. And then it just says the Batman. I really like the logo of the Batman with the bat in the middle and then DC on the side. And then you have Batman and Catwoman staring off to the horizon on a rooftop, it looks like. I think that this is a very good poster. I love the color of the sky, the aesthetic it gives off. I think this is a really good poster, and honestly, it's better than the floating head posters when they do posters like this. The floating head posters can be a bit much, like I talked about in my Uncharted. Some of them are good, which we'll get to the Batman one in a little bit. And then this is kind of complementing the one we just saw, but it's just the Batman on the ground or the rooftop with his Batmobile. I really like this one. They use the colors again of the sky, and then you see the Batmobile lights just kind of on, and the background is blurred. So I really like this one. And then we have its companion, which is the Catwoman one. Again, really good aesthetic here. She looks so good on her bike, and so it's kind of the same aesthetic. It's just her on her bike instead of him in front of the Batmobile. This one I found, I really like this one. This is a floating head one that's pretty good, actually. It's in the shape of a question mark for the Riddler, and you see all the characters kind of showing up in the red smoke of the question mark. I think that is a very cool shot. I really like this poster. I think it's cool. I think it's creative, you know, with the question mark and everything. I think that this one's a winner. This is one that I think is really cool. I think it's one that comes with or similar at least, to the Little Caesars pizza. It's one of the posters that come with it, which we'll get to the Little Caesars pizza in a minute. But I think that this one is cool. It's just kind of Batman standing in the red mist. I love the red aesthetic of this movie, that they're using the red mist a lot. This one's pretty simple. It's just his face, and it says the Batman. Unmask the Truth is the tagline, only in theaters March 4th. It's a good poster, nothing amazing. I love this one as well. The question mark again in the outline of Batman's face. But I think it's rain. It's like the red mist kind of. I think this one's really cool. I love when movies do kind of something creative with their poster art, with their promotion. Unmask the Truth, this is Batman's character poster. I really like it, and it's cool because it's like it's a sniper, you know, aiming at Batman, but it's in the shape of the question mark, like the Riddler, which is really cool. That's on the floating head poster. And then we have Catwoman's poster. Unmask the Truth. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Zoe Kravitz. I think this is a really good poster. I think these are good character posters. They're nothing like amazing, but the question mark thing adds a lot. Here's the Riddler's one, Unmask the Truth, and he does not have the question mark thing around him because he wouldn't have anything aimed at himself, which I think is really cool. I just noticed that now. Again, good character posters. And then here is the Penguin's character poster, which I really like as well. Again, nothing new, but I love the, you know, the question mark thing. Here is another one of the posters. It's just the Riddler kind of blurred out with a note hanging out to the Batman. It's just a really simple poster, but I think it's really cool, and it kind of brings the intrigue. This is the IMAX poster. It's really simple, but I think it's effective. It's just, you know, Batman standing, you know, kind of against a red background. You just see his head. Here we'll get to the floating head poster, the cast poster. I wasn't as crazy about this at first, but it's kind of grown on me when I figured out, when someone pointed out that the question mark with the, you know, kind of arrows on each side of it, it's kind of like a target on Robert Pattinson on Bruce Wayne. I didn't like the question mark thing there at first, but now that people mention that, I think that that's actually really cool. But I do think this is a good floating head poster. When it came out, I was expecting something so epic and just like an amazing poster. I like didn't totally get that, but at the same time, it's like I said, it's grown on me. I really like this poster. I would actually probably hang this one up. I love the fire on the bottom with the Batmobile. I think this is a really cool floating head poster. This is one of the better ones, definitely, that I've seen lately. Here's the Dolby Cinema, discovered at Dolby Cinema one. This one's a cool one. It's the bat symbol with the 2 Ds, you know, the Dolby Cinema logo. And I think that it's a cool one. I actually really like this one. It's like Batman shining right in front of the bat symbol. And I like the font here, like discovered at. The font of the Batman, like Unmask the Truth, and I think that that's a pretty cool font. So yeah, last but not least, and this is actually not just about the poster, but it's about why my anticipation has grown for it, because DC is doing a fan first premieres, you know, and exclusively in IMAX March 1st, so an early screening for its fans, you know, anyone could have bought it. So this is the poster for that, but it also adds to the excitement because, I mean, that's saying something. They have faith in this movie. They've shown it to critics already. they're not trying to sweep it under the rug and take down the embargo the day of, you know, which doesn't surprise me. The trailers make it look amazing. I couldn't imagine this movie not being good. And not only that, but they're doing this in IMAX on March 1st. But March 2nd, they're doing a 4DX one, which I'm going to. So I'm going 2 nights in a row, Tuesday and Wednesday. I get to see this movie 2 times before it even officially releases, which I'm so excited for. I'm so excited to get my initial review out to you guys, a 4DX review out to you guys. Let you guys know if it's worth it in 4DX. I'm really hoping it's going to be. I can imagine that these scenes with in the Batmobile and, you know, flying around the city, swinging around the city can be really fun in this format. So I'm looking forward to it. And I hope that this looks amazing on IMAX the first night. I think it will. I think it's gonna definitely fit the IMAX format. It's gonna fit the 4DX format. We will see though. I'm definitely looking forward to this movie, and the fact that they have a fan first premiere just really ups that excitement for me.
Batman can fight crime, but only you can bring home the Batman Calzone from Little Caesars with pizza and calzone crust.
So Little Caesars did a cool cross promotion with the Batman that I've honestly just really been loving, because they give you a free poster with it. Oh, we're back. Shook him. Alright, so Little Caesars has a Batman calzone in the shape of a bat. It's pizza kind of in the middle, and then calzones to make the head of the bat and the tail of the bat. It's a really cool promotion because it comes with posters. That's the main grab for me for the promotion, but it's really cool to get a bat-shaped pizza calzone thing. These are really cool posters. These are really well made posters. They're like on cardstock kind of, which just kind of surprised me. I wasn't expecting them to be this well made, but they're really good. I have Batman with the Batmobile, and then I have Selena Kyle and the Batman, you know, the title kind of shines a little, and then there's Little Caesars down there. Cross promotion of any kind really ups the excitement, ups the anticipation for a movie, and I think that this was a very cool cross promotion. The pizza and the calzone are good. I mean, it's Little Caesars. I actually like Little Caesars. I think that, and not only, oh, well, yeah, for the price it's good. Yes, for the price it is good, but I also actually like it. I wouldn't keep getting the calzone if it wasn't for these posters, though. Another cool promotion thing I saw from Twitter, at least, it's a link to what would be the Riddler's website. You have to actually answer riddles, and it's a hacking thing. Like, it's like the Riddler's hacking into your computer and asking you stuff. It knows if you, like, try to go look it up somewhere else. He says, oh, you have to use the internet or something like that. It's a really cool thing, actually. At the end, if you answer them, which they're actually pretty hard. I didn't really answer all of them right. I did have to look some up. And then you get like a special photo, behind the scenes photo, or a picture from the movie, or you know, a little clip, I believe. I didn't get a clip at least, but I heard people were getting clips. That's actually a really cool way to promote your movie as well. This movie's been doing very well with promotion, actually. I think it's going to be a fun one in the theaters, in the IMAX format, 4DX format, regular format, whatever. How excited are you for the Batman? Where is your hype level? How much are you anticipating this movie? Let me know down in that comment section. Please blow up that comment section. If you've liked what you've seen here and you want to see some more content from me, please click around here for some more content. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video with the Batman fans in your life. Hit that notification bell, subscribe, and come to the Upside Down.